Also, you can't take addiction or bad habit from your spouse. Only God can take that from him or her. Hi guys, my name is Temitope Inoda. You can call me Top Block. And if you are seeing this black and shine lady for the first time, then you are welcome to Palace of Love. Please don't forget to subscribe, press the like button and share to your friends. Thank you. And to the kings and queens in the palace, welcome back again. How are you doing? I hope you are good. My today's topic is things to give your spouse daily. I repeat, things to give your spouse daily. I mean what you should give your spouse every day. If you are to talk about giving, there are some things which you have to give your partner, your husband or your wife daily, every day. Not weekly, not monthly, not yearly, but every day. If you want to know what these things are, then please don't bother to skip this video. Just listen and enjoy it carefully. Thank you. 1. Give your spouse space. Yes, give your spouse space. Sometimes your husband or your wife also want his or her own pressure or private time. Not every time you be together. You as a lady, you want to go and meet your friends once in a while to just gist or to party. He as a guy, you want to go and meet the friends to watch football or have some chat and drinks together. Why every time you don't allow him or allow her to go out? You also have some special time to be thinking. Don't let your wife or your husband to be coming home late, or because he needs special time for himself, because you know that once he told you want to go and meet so place, you'll be shouting and nagging. Yeah, you going, don't go there. Please guys, stop doing that. Even me, I have not been in that marriage yet, but in my relationship, mostly on Sundays, I want to give my own is on distance relationship. I want to give my partner his own special time to have his own thinking. Maybe I'm not confusing him. Let him even think if I'm really truly the one for him. Let him have his own special time. It's normal to check on each other. If you want to have space, it's nice to have space. It's also nice to have a couple prayer. But sometimes it's not a crime for the husband or for your wife to also have some personal prayers too. Yes. Please guys, don't shock your spouse. It's not good. If you are doing it, stop it now. Also, don't be over demanding from your spouse. Stop unnecessary policy and your monitoring. Over monitor is not a good thing. So therefore, learn how to give your spouse his or her own space. That is why trust is also important. If you already trust your partner, you won't be worried or you won't get scared for giving him or her his own space. My second point you want to give your spouse daily is call or chat. Give your spouse a call or chat daily. Do you know some people can shout with any of his or her Facebook friends with times without number, but they don't bother to check on her boyfriend or on her girlfriend during the day? Just like, hello babe. If you want to, some people don't like too much of call. They just want you to drop that love message, just I cared message. Or some people want calling, just that 1 minute or 30 seconds call. Maybe your husband or your wife is having a bad day, but once you just hear your call, you will be like, now I can feel good, I can think right again. Hello babe, how are you doing? I just checking on you, hope you are good. That is it. If you don't want to call, then just chat. Honey, how are you? Just checking on you, hope you are good. Fine. If that person don't reply you that time, surely you reply you when you have time or when she have time. Please, let's try doing that every day. It makes your partner to always think that this person still have me in mind. Even despite my busy day, I can still check on you. Please make this habit your daily do. I'm sure no one will be getting tired, so have a caring message from the person he or she love. Yes, now some people even want it, they haven't get it. Why don't you also give your spouse? My third point is give your spouse a hug. Yes, just little thing, hug. It's not just little thing o, because that little thing is the first thing that disappeared in a marriage. Please learn how to give your spouse a hug. Hugging is one of the emotional needs of every woman being. Do you know? Yes, now I'm telling you, Toplok is telling you. Everyone's need that hugging. Why not giving your spouse just hug? I love you. Have a nice day. Welcome back. You see, maybe it's even that lack of hugging between you and your husband or between you and your wife. That is why when you see people outside on the street, you want to want anything. How are you? You want to hug them because you lack hugging at home. Because if you don't lack hugging at home, why are you just giving anybody hugging on the street? Go and give it to your spouse also. Not only people on the street, you want to give that free hugging too. Hugging is one of the important things a wife or a husband can give his or her partner, like good morning hug. It can be a welcome hug, goodbye hug, or appreciating hug. When you come back from work, hug each other, welcome dear. When he's going out in the morning, goodbye hugging. When he buys something, hug him or her to appreciate it. Hey, yeah, I love this. Hug now. Hug is just free. You don't need any cents or any money for you to just give out hug. You won't lose anything from your money. Please hug. Hug romantically, please. My fourth point in what you have to give your spouse daily is smile. Give your spouse smile daily. Shall I teach you? Shall I teach you how to smile? If you don't know how to smile, come to Toplok. I will give you. Drop your comment in the comment section. I don't know how to smile. Then let's come. Come, let's practice. It's for free. I won't charge you anything. Give your spouse smile now. Let me tell you a secret. God even smiles to a home where the couple smiles at each other. A smile is a way of telling your spouse that you appreciate him or her. Too much of frown shouldn't be too much in a home. Just don't let that frown to be more than a day. Smiling is also one of the ways for you to smell or think that something is happening in our marriage. Because if you are the type who smile daily at home, then once you show your frown face, your partner or your spouse will surely know that something is fishy. What is happening to her? Is it me or someone outside make my wife or my husband to be getting angry? That is one of the reasons why smiling is also important in the home. You have to smile a lot so that once that frowning face just show up, you will notice it immediately. What is happening? Let's fix it immediately before it's getting late. As for me, Toplok, I love to smile a lot, and I would like also my man to be smiling too. Then surely I'm gonna teach him how to smile. You also can do that for your spouse. King and queens, smiling is free. You don't need to pay anything for you to smile. Please smile. Please don't get me wrong though. I don't say you should smile on anybody you saw on the street. That person will be thinking you are passing a wrong message. Please, I only say smile on your partner only. Often to your partner, not just anybody at your working place. That person is thinking you are having interest in him or her. My next point is give your partner peace of mind. Yes, give your spouse peace of mind, because your home is the key point. Your starting point of a day, and it is how you have a starting point from home. You have to show people around you at your working place also. If you don't have peace of mind at home, how will you react to people outside? Surely they will know that something is wrong from home. Some people will like, what happened to your husband? What happened to your wife? Did you two fight today? Because our home is an important place, and it's much sweeter when your spouse or your partner is very excited to go back home, not to be scared or getting worried of getting back home, and he or she is wishing, I wish I can just stay back from where am I. So therefore, I will advise you to stop nagging, stop fighting, Stop insulting or abusing or threatening your spouse. Please, queens in the palace, give your husband peace of mind. And also you kings in the palace, give your wife rest of mind. Guys, you are asked to be the head of the family, not to give your wife headache. And also you ladies, you are asked to be a wife to your husband, not a knife. Because blessed is the wife and the husband who give each other peace of mind at home. Have you listened to this video to this part and you have not yet subscribed? Then what are you waiting for? Press that like button, press subscribe button. And my next point you want to give your partner daily is prayer. Give your partner prayer. Because no matter how rich or how connected you are, there are still some things you as a wife or as a husband will not be able to do to your wife, will not be able to give your spouse, will not be able to give that your partner. Only God can give him or her. So therefore, why don't you just go down on your knees and pray for him or her? That is why in this aspect, you need to just go down on your knees and pray for your partner. Even the good things and the bad things, they both need prayer. You want the good things to keep on remain good, and you want the bad ones to turn to good. Surely it's obvious you need prayer. You can't heal your spouse, only God can heal him or her. Also, you can't take addiction or bad habit from your spouse, only God can take that from him or her. As a husband, you are the prince of the family. Is it that bad habit your husband is drinking too much, or your wife doesn't stop nagging? Just have to, then this shouting is too much for you. You just have to keep praying in your mind, God please, I want a peaceful home, I want this, I want that. This is part of the things you have to give your spouse daily. You can give him, that is why I said sometimes our spouse needs personal prayer, personal space also. Even when he or she is going out, it's just a nice thing and romantic for a wife to say, honey, bye, I hope you have a nice day today. That word is not just a word, it's just like a prayer. Because some people are going out there to their working place and they don't have a happy day, and they come home and showing the effect on you. Because do you also know that once your partner don't have a happy day at work, it's coming to come and affect you at home. Some people will take that bad mood to come and be nagging on their partner at home, which is not nice. You also, for you to avoid that nagging at home, just pray, honey, please, I hope you have a nice day today. If you have a nice day, surely it's coming to affect you with nice things. If you have a bad day, if care is not taken, he or she will affect you with a bad thing. Before I move to drop your opinion time, I want you to know that all these things that I mentioned for you to give your spouse daily, if you think deep down, they are not difficult. Yes, you also reason it, they are not difficult and they are very important. Please try adding them to your to-do list every day. Don't forget to give your partners those things I mentioned. Remember, givers never lack. And I'm sure that you will also receive back whatever you give to your partner. That is why I said in one of my episodes that you give what you get. It's up your opinion time, and it says, my marriage is about to end though. I have been married for 10 years and I feel like my marriage is about to end because of my past mistake. I was 1 month pregnant before I got married to my husband. And now we are about leaving the country through his complaint, and they are mostly like to conduct a DNA test. The issue now is my first child does not belong to my husband, and I have kept this secret for years. And when the results come out, my husband will definitely find out that my child isn't his. Please advise me on what to do, because I'm slowly losing my mind and I'm scared of losing my family. I really love my husband, but I don't know how to go and tell him about the truth. Guys, I hope you are trying to understand this person. This person is saying she's been in a marriage for 10 years, good 10 years, having the child that is not bearing to the husband. And many of these things is happening in a married home. Is pregnant before marriage. How come that happened? This was one of the example I was telling you in one of my episodes, which says don't let your ex destroy your marriage. If you haven't listened to that video, I will try to drop the link in the description box. Please try to go and listen to that video. It's very important because such things is happen. It's been happening and it keep on happening. Please, what do you think she can do? Now surely the secret is out. And also imagine how depressed the husband would be that his first child, his first fruit is not his child. What do you think will happen for the past 10 years? Please drop your own opinion in the comment section. Do you think what she should do for telling the truth? She don't know how to go and tell the truth. How much she starts? And what do you think will happen when she says the truth? Please drop your own opinion in the comment section. See you next week. Enjoy yourself. Bye.